My husband emptied our joint account the same week I discovered his affair, convinced I'd be too broken to notice the math. I'm Alicia, 38, and I work as a logistics coordinator for a regional shipping firm in Western India. I'm the kind of person who lives by calendars and contingency plans, the one friends call when something falls apart. For 11 years, my marriage fit neatly into that life. Or at least I thought it did. We had 2 children, a rented flat near their school, and routines so predictable they felt safe. I trusted him because trust had never given me a reason not to. The discovery wasn't dramatic. No lipstick on collars or midnight confessions. It was a phone left face up on the kitchen counter while he showered. A message preview slid across the screen, casual and intimate in a way that didn't belong to me. I remember my hands going cold before my thoughts caught up. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I opened the phone and learned that betrayal can be meticulous. Months of planning, jokes I'd never heard, complaints about me written like performance reviews. Rising tension arrived fast. When I confronted him, he didn't apologize. He minimized. He reframed. He told me I was difficult, that work had changed me, that this was temporary. 2 days later, I checked our account to pay school fees and saw the balance hovering near zero. He'd transferred most of it out, claiming he needed liquidity. Liquidity for a life he was already living somewhere else. I moved the kids into my sister's spare room and started documenting everything the way I document shipments. Dates, transfers, messages, patterns. He filed for divorce first, painting himself as the stable parent and me as volatile. He asked for joint custody and reduced support, arguing my job made me unreliable. The audacity was dizzying. The turning point came when I stopped reacting and started preparing. I requested bank statements going back 3 years and cross-referenced them with hotel charges buried in business expense reports. I pulled our tax filings and highlighted inconsistencies where reimbursements covered personal trips. I downloaded call logs that showed frequency spikes during times he claimed to be working late. I didn't hack or spy. I used what the law allowed and what patience revealed. Court was slow, fluorescent, and mercilessly orderly. I sat there while narratives were tested. He smiled for the room, confident in his version. Then the record spoke. The judge asked about the transfers, about the expenses, about why school fees went unpaid while boutique hotel stays piled up. His credibility thinned like paper held to light. Resolution arrived in increments. Temporary orders became permanent. Primary custody stayed with me. Support was recalculated to include the money he'd siphoned off. The court flagged his financial manipulation and restricted unilateral access to shared accounts. The affair partner vanished from his story when scrutiny followed. He moved out of the flat he couldn't afford alone. The kids adjusted in ways that surprised me. We made smaller rituals, pancakes on the floor, homework at the same table. I paid down debt he left behind and rebuilt savings dollar by careful dollar. At work, I took on a project everyone avoided and delivered it early, not to prove anything, but because progress steadied me. Months later, I heard through family that his world had shrunk. Friends distanced themselves. Trust, once broken publicly, doesn't regenerate easily. I didn't celebrate. I didn't need to. Vindication is quiet when you've earned it. The final punchline settled one evening as I balanced the month's budget and realized I no longer flinched at numbers. He thought betrayal would make me reckless, but all it did was remind me that truth keeps the cleanest books, and they always add up in the end.